Welcome to the third episode of Morrowind Good Content. Like I teased in the previous episode, today we will be looking at something that none of you may have heard about yet. Falling under the category of really cool repurposing, we'll see if I'm right about that assumption in a couple of minutes. But before I can delve into what got cut, we'll need to have a very brief story recap in order to get the context of the whole situation. After arriving in Morrowind and working for some Blades agents, the supposed Nerevarine visits the Cavern of the Incarnate and learns that they will need to be named Hortator of the Great Houses and actually recognized as Nerevarine by the 4 great Ashlander tribes. Each of these tribes has a particular task that needs completion in order for them to even consider recognizing the player. One of these tribes is the Erebinimson tribe. They are the least liked tribe by the other inhabitants of the region, and they get described as follows. The war-loving Erebinimson of Molech Mar are bad people, badly led. The Ashlanders of Erebinimson camp are greedy and cruel, and have no respect for Ashlander custom. This is of course completely accurate. When you encounter them in game, you will find them all too war-hungry and self-absorbed to even consider your request. This problem gets solved when you help a peace-loving tribesman become leader. How do you do this? Well, by slaughtering all of the other war-loving higher-ups of course. The main target is Ulat Pal, and he has a bodyguard named Ahaz. Then there's also Ashu Ahe and Ranabi. The cool thing is that all of these targets hold unique items, most notably weapons for the player to use after punching in their tickets. Now that we have all of that refreshed, let's pull a Skyrim and forget all about it for now. Today's point of interest lies hidden deep inside of Morrowind's main hub city, Vivec. Each of the 3 main Great Dunmer houses in the game has a plaza associated with them. Each plaza also holds a vault or treasury inside of them, mostly filled with a random assortment of goodies. Inside of the Telvanni vault, you may stumble across a unique chitin war axe known as Karpal's friend. And this is actually where our search begins, as we might be pondering the same thing. Who is Karpal? Well, in a lucky turn of events, the game will actually answer that question for us, as there is an unused topic left over called Karpal. It reads as follows. Karpal is very stupid, but very strong. I have seen him slay a beast with a single blow. Keep him at a distance, or he will crush you. He is always at Ulat Pal's side. While this doesn't tell us everything, it tells us a lot. And now you realize why my recap at the start was important. Based on this dialogue, and the axe, we can put together that Karpal was meant to be another war-loving member of the Erebinimson tribe. The topic is linked to Manire, who is the wise woman of the tribe. And she has other similar topics about the rest of Ulat Pal's underlings, so that all comes together nicely. There's just one problem. Why did Karpal get the axe, but his axe stayed in game? Well, there are 2 scenarios that I can think of. In the first scenario, the player was meant to take on 5 members of the tribe. Ulat Pal, Ashu Ahe, Ahaz, Ranabi, and Karpal. In this scenario, it's possible that Bethesda decided to remove Karpal for balancing reasons. In the second scenario, Karpal actually got replaced. With who? Well, I suppose if he got replaced, then the person taking his place would have been Ahaz. Why? Well, if we take a closer look at the line of dialogue about Karpal, we may find that the sentence "he is always at Ulat Pal's side" is more important than we at first thought. In the final game, Ahaz serves as Ulat Pal's faithful bodyguard. In other terms, he is always by his side. One of the sentences about him also reads, "But wherever you see Ulat Pal, you will also see Ahaz." Then there's also the fact that his unique weapon, Wind of Ahaz, is also a chitin war axe, just like Karpal's friend. Only Karpal's friend has a higher base damage, is worth less, and has a completely different enchantment. Again, this may be a point for the balancing case, but Morrowind isn't exactly known for a balanced game experience. There's also the very slim chance that Bethesda didn't want to write a zero intelligence character into their main story, but with the eccentricities of some of the other examples in the game, I highly doubt that they would have cared that much about something so trivial. The only thing I can say for sure is that Karpal got cut, and basically every other mention of him was removed alongside him. Why did that one dialogue topic remain? No clue, but it might be due to it still being connected to Manire, which made a developer think that it was still used. But why did his axe of all things remain in game? Well, to that question I do have an easy answer. Morrowind doesn't care, and neither should we. If that topic about Karpal was deleted, then we would have had no way of knowing why this axe was named or unique in the first place. Without that single line, we would have had just another Morrowind mystery on our hands, and there are already so many of those. It's just that Morrowind was a very experimental game, and developers just like putting random stuff in. In this case, they made an axe for a character, named it, and then repurposed it. They didn't care that it no longer served its original purpose, and neither should we. Problem with that is, if I didn't care about stuff like that, then my channel wouldn't exist, so stop torturing me, Bethesda, please! Still, this was a very nice example of Bethesda repurposing assets. And they would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that damn meddling leftover line. I hope you've enjoyed this, maybe too in-depth look at an axe, and I hope to see you in the next episode.